Hello my lovely Red Mare crew. This is a video about what we humans want from our horses, the value we put on the different things we do with our horses, and the dangers of external validation, which is something I think about quite a lot. And I genuinely do think they are dangers, and I think they are particularly dangerous in the days of social media. So I've just got this one from the field, and it's been raining here, and you can see she is covered in mud. And normally what I do before I made a video for you, I know my camera skills aren't very good, but I would groom her and make her look smart, and I do that so you'd all think I had top grooming skills, and oh look, doesn't she look beautiful? And some of those things might be true. Oh, excuse me, where are we going? Some of those things might be true, but one of them isn't. I do not have top grooming skills, do I? No, I don't. No, I don't. And I basically just... Oh my goodness, look at that. My landlord cut down a tree and now they're burning it, and now I don't know what they're doing. Basically, blokes, a lot of blokes with diggers, aren't there? And there are a lot of blokes with diggers. You do standing still Olympics, even though there's fire and diggers. Yes. Yeah, some of you might easily think she looks really beautiful. That could be true. I very much doubt anyone will think I've got top grooming skills, because I don't. But there would be an impression. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, darling, have you got a fly? Yes, you have, haven't you? But it's kind of beside the point. It's literally superficial, isn't it? Whether my horse looks shiny or not. When you look at people's horses on Facebook, or I look at the race horses on the telly, they do look so shiny. And I do love seeing those coats. And I do think of the grooming skills. And I am in awe of the people who get their horses to look super shiny. But it's quite a small thing, actually, if you think in the list of values that exist between you and your horse. And the one I'd put at the top there is that I've got a horse who's happy. I've got a horse who's happy in her skin. I've got a horse who's comfortable with herself. I've got a horse who's having her needs met. I've got a horse who has a connection to her human. I have a horse who, you know, we're very lucky here when we're not covered in smoke, has room to roam. Some of the shiny horses, and I'm really not being critical here, but some of the shiny horses have to live in stables because they're going to shows and dressage competitions and goodness knows what. And, you know, the e-ball meeting at York. So they have to live inside so that people can keep them clean. And they're sometimes covered in onesies. And I absolutely get why people do that. And it's really easy for me because we don't compete. We just do our own little noodling and pootling. But that is definitely more for the human convenience than for the horse. No animal that has evolved to move 25 miles a day over 56 million years wants to go and live in a stable. They absolutely adjust to it, and they're incredible how they do, but they wouldn't choose that. If you gave them the choice, they wouldn't choose a life of competition. So we humans, we do a deal with our horses. We say, okay, I'm going to give you this really lovely life, and I'm going to look after you, and I'm going to get you fit, and I'm going to make you feel healthy, and in return, you're going to help me win some shiny silver cups. And I love that happens. I used to do it as a child. I love seeing it. You see pictures of the Royal Welsh or something like that, and it's just very lovely. Blair's coming up. That's always a great spectacle. But it's not really about the horse. It's about the humans. So the reason that I can stand here now without shame and show you my muddy horse and not have crushing angst thinking that you're all going to think I'm a terrible human being because I haven't brushed her yet, is because I understand that what really matters for me and for her is nothing to do with how much mud. In fact, the more mud she's got on her, in a way, the better I'm doing my job. because I'm just letting her be a horse. And that's how she gets to go into the place of peace, even when there's a huge bonfire behind her. That's how she is, as comfortable in herself as she is. Because I'm not asking her to do artificial human things. I'm letting her be herself as much as is humanly possible. And I personally think that's what's important. Yes, I do. And all of us will compromise. All of us will. Because human convenience is not nothing. You know, we have livings to make and families to raise. But the more you can think about bringing the balance down to your horse's happiness, slightly trumping your own convenience, or at least balancing up with it, then I think we all have happier horses. And those are my thoughts for the day.